Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and a big happy new year to you, because as you're watching this it is New Year's Day and I hope you had the most amazing time last night. Whatever you did, we kind of had just a chilled out one, so nothing too crazy for us. I'm not a big fan of New Year anyway. Is that really bad to say? I actually prefer the feeling of New Year's Day when you're up fresh and ready to go and can enjoy the first day of the year. But either way, whatever you did, I hope you had a fantastic time. Today I'm going to be reflecting on 2018 and setting some goals for 2019. This is something that I did last year and I really actually enjoyed doing it, and I really enjoyed watching it back last night to see how far I'd come with things, because I do think it's really important that you keep track of your progress because it just keeps moving you forward. So if you follow me on Instagram, then if you don't, then please do, at Sarah-Jayne Fragola. You might have seen that I posted it was like my top 9 photos from the year and a little caption underneath saying that I look back on my last year and give it almost like a theme. So my theme for 2018 would be self-doubt and rediscovery. And I know that that sounds pretty negative, but I'm just being completely honest in how I found 2018. I found the adjustment to motherhood really quite difficult mentally, in terms of I'm quite a driven person, so I like to get things done and not being able to do as much as what I used to do, and also just feeling like I lost my place in the world. I had to rediscover who I was as a person, also being a mother, because you give literally all of yourself to somebody else. So it was finding a place for me in the world again as a mother and a wife and a friend and a daughter and all of that, and just remembering who I was again. So that is still a little process for me, but they would be my words that I would give myself from last year. So what I would like to know is if you could give yourself some words to theme what 2018 was for you, just in a few words. What would it be? Leave me a comment below, because I would love to read. And whilst I don't want to sort of look at too much the negatives from 2018, because it was a fantastic year, I certainly like to look at what I would like to improve on and move that into next year, or this year should I say. So 2019, what is on my goals list? So I have some notes down here. I'm going to start off by saying to simplify. So I really learnt from last year that I need to simplify things. I was getting quite overloaded, quite overwhelmed. So I'm going to take steps this year to basically simplify. So whether that's at home or with work, look at all of these processes that I'm doing, look at all of these processes that are causing me stress and not working properly, and find a new way of doing things, or find a simpler way of doing them so that it causes me less stress, because less stress is something that's definitely needed in my life. One of the things that I'm doing this year is actually taking somebody on as an employee for my business, which is absolutely amazing. There's only so long you can do everything yourself and still achieve the high standard that you want to achieve. So I'm going to have somebody come in and help me and do all of those things that do take up quite a lot of my time, so that I can actually focus on the things that I can only do, if that makes sense. So my videos, my tutorials, and just working on the creativity behind my business. So that is something that I'm really looking forward to this year, and something that will really help to simplify everything. We're going to really sit down and look at all those processes so that they do run a lot smoothly this year. Also on the simplified theme, I am going to really work on small projects around the house, so that I have less stuff. Now, I have talked about this quite a number of times, and I feel like I have decluttered a lot, but I feel like I still need to declutter more. Actually, later on in this week, we are going to be taking everything out the loft and you know, chucking things that we don't need anymore, donating things that are in good nick but we don't need anymore, and just like tidying that space up there, because I feel that when my house is messy, and I feel like it's messy all the time, my mind is messy. So I just need to get rid of things. I do not need this many things in my life. I do not need cupboards stuffed full of things that I don't use. I'm definitely one of those people who was like, oh no, I'll keep that because I might need it at this point. And I ended up keeping it. So I am a bit of a hoarder, so I need to really work on that so I can simplify my working environment, because let's face it, my working environment is my home environment, so I need everything to be clutter free and more simple. So my next goal is to look after my health. So the last 6 months has been so hard, and again, I don't want to harp on the negatives, but I have actually had like back-to-back illnesses for 6 months, which is not like me whatsoever. And it hasn't helped that also Ella has been sick. Anytime that I did have a break in being sick, she was sick. We were like playing a tag team. So I think that's one of the reasons why this last 6 months has been really difficult. And I know she's just kind of picking things up, and I'm probably getting things from her. But for me, I've always, apart from headaches, I never really got sick. So this is something that's really new to me. I've had blood tests the other day, so don't worry, I am making sure that everything is actually okay with my health. But one thing that I loved about last year, I actually set myself a target to lose, I think, 2 stone, and I pretty much lost that. I have probably put on about half a stone over Christmas from overindulging. But what I found with last year, although I was losing weight and I felt better in myself with the losing weight, I felt in so much more control over my mind and my body, because I was deliberately eating things which I knew were good for me. I was exercising, which I always find that exercising really helps me mentally anyway, because I always feel like when I get to the gym, it's me time. I'm sweating out my thoughts and my feelings. I get my best ideas when I'm at the gym. So I did start that last year, and then I got sick, and it kind of just all went out the window. So I really want to get back onto the healthy eating this year, not necessarily to lose weight, although I would like to lose those few pounds that I've put on it over Christmas, but for me, a mental and physical thing. So yeah, eating better, and exercising again is on my list of things to do. I think I'm going to avoid the gym for the first few weeks in January though, because everybody tends to have the same idea and it's just far too busy for my liking. I will say though, that is one thing I definitely miss pre-Ella, is getting up early in the morning and going to the gym. And I guess I could do it now, but I really struggle to get up in the mornings now, I'm not gonna lie. So on to some subscriber goals. Last year I set myself the target of hitting 10,000 subscribers on this channel. I am so excited that we are almost at 15,000 now. I think it's 14,500. So I'm super excited that I actually passed that target for 2018. So for 2019, I'm going to aim high, I think, and say I would love to reach 30,000 by the end of this year. So double my subscriptions. So if you are watching my videos, and you do watch my videos but you're not yet subscribed, it's completely free to do so. Just click that subscribe button and I would love you forever. Also, in terms of subscribers, last year I set myself the target of hitting 500,000 subscribers on my main channel, so the channel where I do crochet tutorials, if you don't know, and I have just hit 510,000 subscribers. So I hit 500,000 just before Christmas or early December. Whew, how amazing is that? So I'm a bit undecided of what I want my target to be this year. What did I write down? I think I wrote 600,000 subscribers, so another 100,000. But last year I was on 350,000, I think. So I'm going to push that even further. I'm going to say I would love to reach 700,000 subscribers on that channel by the end of this year. I don't know why that makes me feel a bit funny to say, but I'm a big believer in dreaming big, and if you don't dream big then you won't get anywhere. So that is what I'm going to say, 700,000 subscribers on my crochet channel, fingers crossed. A few more personal things for this year in terms of targets. Anthony and I have been talking about moving, so we'll look into our options this year of what we can do in terms of moving house. That will be really exciting. And also I think we might possibly start to talk about maybe baby number 2 this year. I think I'm more keen on the idea than what Anthony is. But we have both, I'll be honest, we have both found it a really big adjustment into parenthood. Don't get me wrong, we've absolutely loved it, but I think we do find it hard to juggle everything, which sounds silly because people have like 3, 4, 5 kids. But yeah, the adjustment has been, I don't know what they're doing downstairs if you heard that banging, I think they're playing. The adjustment has been quite major for us. So we're both a little bit hesitant about talking about baby number 2, but we would like another baby. I definitely would anyway. But my husband actually turns 40 in June this year, and we are off to Vegas. I'm taking him to Vegas for his birthday in May. So nothing will definitely happen before then, but maybe after that we'll start thinking about getting a little sibling for Ella, because she's so good with other kids as well. So I think she needs a brother or sister. So there we go. I think that's all that's really on my list for this year. I don't want to pile on too much pressure because that first one, simplifying everything, is actually quite a big one in itself, and will, you know, look at different areas of my life. So I'm not going to put too much on my plate. I'm just going to focus on things, you know, I think probably that is one in itself, just being more focused and working on one thing at a time. So I really hope that you have enjoyed watching this video. If you want to leave me some of your goals in the comments to let me know what you're aiming for this year, I would love to read them. But thank you so much for watching. If you have been a long time subscriber, then thank you so much for sticking around. It really means so much. Don't forget to come and join me on Instagram, where I post pretty much most days, and on my stories as well. So you get kind of regular updates on there. That's at Sarah-Jayne Fragola. Thank you so much for watching. Happy New Year to you all. I hope it's the most amazing year for you. I shall see you again in my next video. Bye.